Hello. Hello.
Yes, yes. Can you hear me? Yes.
Yes, I can hear you.
Fine.
Uh, can you see my screen?
Wait a minute. Wait a sec. Yeah, yeah.
How about now?
Fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, fine.
Oh, not this one. Have you seen this website I sent about
Yes,
two
yes.
weeks ago?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And for short, the spot vector machine or SVM is an algorithm to to divide the two group of data, and it will give a super plan to divide the two parts of the data, just like this two. And it will give they think the best plan, because if we want to divide those two data, so we can divide it by any ways. It have lots of ways to divide those two data, so give them such as for two-dimensional, we can draw many lines here between those two groups. But SVM is to find out the
Optimal one. Yeah.
the vector, the spot, make the spot vector is this one. Make them big and to find a greater line to divide them. It is called optical hyperplane. If it is a 3D or more, it will be a plane. So we call it a hyperplane. And like this one. And if it is a 4D, 4D, it will have a curved plane. But anyway, this is algorithm to divide the two different of the data, and in the next store, I have shown this kind of fields in the next store. In sorry, my computer net store Igneous project codes SVM. You can see I have shared this, but I'm not suggest that you just directly do the test in this field document, because it is all shared by our by way. So I suggest that you copy those fields into your computer like this one, and
Okay.
I think best. And for SVM, we have several how to say that, several different parameters to dimension. First of all, and we also have a document like I show test 14 here. We can say those two files is corresponding with each other. The first line is here, and the first line is we think is 0, and the second line is to find a kernel type. One is linear, one is poly, one is RBF, and one is sigmoid. It is the kernel type. It is for short, it is a way how way to. It is a mathematics question. It's about how way to to divide those different groups, and we have those kernel type, and the 4 and the 3 and the 4 is the number we need to change, because it will affect the best resulting, and the 5 and the 6 now we commonly is 3 and 0, so we don't have too much change. And the 7th side is a work pattern. Most for SVM, one is to subdivide, and another way is to give a result of the undivided groups. I mean, if they can because for example, I give the 2 test fields. Wait a second. It is a test field. You can use this one. And in SVM, if we just have 2 groups, such as the 1, and we give them all the 1 and the -1, so it is 2 groups. And we know, and the 2 groups is we define them. This is 2 groups is defined by us, but we also can have like test 3.
Like we are classifying the data previously. I mean, I think it is better to classify. I mean, let the classifier do the job, right? I mean, if we have multiple numbers of data, then how do we classify based on our previous experience or something?
If we can classify them, it will be also divided in SVM. And for SVM, it have another usage is if we don't we know two groups of data, but also there is one group of data we don't know, and the SVM can help us to divide those data into those groups, so it can help us to deal with some unknown data. Do you understand what I mean?
I mean, here the zeros, does this classify a particular type of data, or it is just unclassified part?
Zero is unclassified.
Unclassified, right?
Yeah, we don't. Zero means we don't know. It is belong to
-1 or 1.
1 or -1. It can SVM help us do this work.
Yeah, got it.
And my computer is a little slow because I'm run its codes.
One more thing. Do you have the exact code to run this model?
Yeah. I will show it later. And then I just say something. Just introduction. And for the data, you can say I show here. Such as because those data are from the other group, and I use them as test files. You can say there's no missing value. The missing value will all give them a number 0 or something, or a very low value. It is depends how we to deal with the missing value. And for SVM the code, firstly we don't have the title of the how to say the titles, so we need to delete the table title. And the first line we call is the true value. It is defined by hours. And in other In other lines, there is no missing value. If there have some missing value, the SVM will give you the wrong. So it counter run it. It can't finish running the code because if you have any missing value, for example, we delete the 0, and if we run this field, it will the SVM will give you error warning, and you can't give
Oh.
you can't have results. So it
Then
can't
for
have.
then for the missing values, if we don't, I mean, if we cannot cross-refer with any of the publication, then should we delete those values? I think it is better to leave those columns entirely if we cannot find any cross-reference at all.
Yes, if there have lots of missing values, you can just delete them.
It is better.
Yeah. From the experience of I use it. If too much data like this 0, it will have cause a bigger problem for SVM to divide those two kinds of data. And
Interesting.
and
Also, I think we will classify based on like locations. It will be better to classify based on locations, or maybe like rock types, whatever. So we have to choose the classifiers based on that also.
SVM is just type to divide the two groups, but it will give I want to use SVM is to know if there has any difference based on locations, because SVM
Exactly.
can well divide the well in the two groups, so we can just take one group of data such as NASA tree out, and we define NASA tree data as 1, and the other all as the -1, so we can do some work. And here
I have a question. I have a question. If SVM allows us to use for multiple data sets, I mean, you are saying that it is mostly the work is mostly like kind of binary kind of work, like 1 or 0 or -1 or 1. I mean, between two classes, only two classes. So, if is there any code to access multiple classes? If that is so, then it will be much easier, I think.
you mean two classes? Yeah, you can see their work pattern. The work pattern 2 is 3 classes, and the work pattern 3 is 2 classes. And the work pattern 3 is 2 classes, and it can help us to find out whether it's some errors in our define or some abnormal in data. We can change the work pattern. And here I prepare two kinds of data. One is a test one. I will open it. You can see text one has just two groups, the 1 and the -1. It don't have
This is the
zero.
training set, right? This one.
Sorry?
I mean, this one is the training set, right? I mean, training set and test data. Is it a test data, training set data? Because I mean, to calibrate the SVM model, we need some training data, I think. That is right.
In our code, we use a method called how to say it? Maybe I show this figure. in our data set, we have a method called
Yeah,
cross
cross validation.
validation.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
Hmm.
first training those of data. Use SVM to learn from those data. Is we call it a training way. Is we use those data to training SVM. Also, at last we you also use some parts of data as
Hmm.
validation.
Hmm. Yeah, got it.
Yeah.
Okay, fine.
So next I show how to use them. I think. Maybe I can close this one because I just use our data because
Hmm.
the
Yeah.
just the data is I just um withdraw from the Chapman's data set because our data is some parts of our company, so we have a lot of the data and both major elements and trace elements. If we have many lines, the SVM will be much slow.
Hmm.
You can say it is our this is our Nigerian data, and I have run this for about 10 minutes. It just run run two the first round, the second round. It just run twice, but like this one, if I run the test 3 as I should, it's just a few seconds. It's okay. This is a test 2. It's a few seconds, and so I'm going to close this one. So I will show how to use them, and do you have any question? If not, I will show how to you,
No, fine. We
use
can
the code.
go to the codes. We can go
Yeah.
to the codes, I think. It's better.
Okay. For the codes, I also have. I don't almost.
Or use spider too. Okay, fine.
We
I
can
use that too.
use the how to say this one, the CMD to run those codes, because I think it is easier to know how to run those codes other than we change something in the codes.
And this is actually a very nice interface. I mean, spider. This actually helps us a lot. I use this too actually.
Yeah,
It takes a time.
Maybe I can show how to use the code first. We use SVM codes by Windows like
Yes,
this.
fine.
It
That will
is
be
a
better.
CMD window, and we found the anaconda, and here is promote. We connect this one,
Fine.
and because I I with I stored the data in the D disk, so I will change it just the D and this signal, and we enter CD, and we control C, sorry. We just control C, and where is that one? And the control V. to make the assembly window in this field. So we just enter the Python because we use the Python code, and
yeah, Python.
And we also enter our codes like the pay attention, the point py must be here. And as I just said, the test one has 1 minus 1 and 0. So we use the pattern 2, I remember. Yes, we use the pattern 2. So we need to prepare a field like this. We call it test 15. We also like this. The pointer txt must be here, and the data. And we also need to enter the pointer CSV and pointer PNG to give a figure like I just showed. And then we wait a second. It will run. It is running now.
It automatically reads the data, right?
Sorry, I don't get your point. You speak too fast.
I mean, it automatically reads the data, right? I mean, the code automatically reads from the files that you have saved.
I choose the data is a test one. I show here.
Yeah. I mean, in the line you have written Python space like SVM1, etc., etc. I mean, writing all these codes will automatically read the data from these files, right?
Yes, we just prepare those files and then we can run the data. Sorry, my computer is a little slow, so it will be run a little slow. I have run the test. It's test 3. This is test 1. We can say I have run the test 3, and we can say at the last of the codes, it will have a best score. It is written in Chinese, the best score, and it will give us a best the highest score of this run. Yeah, it will give us.
Score stands for the classes, right? The score.
The score is one way how we can comment the SVM. If the score is higher, it means the SVM is good for the.
Okay.
It is a good way, and at last we will give it will give us a PNG and CSV file. A PNG file is like this one. If these two lines more close, such as this is a one, is a very good one, and this one is also close to 1. If they have more a small derivation, it's another way to evaluate the SVM. If they have the more valuation, it means it is much more good. But but mostly we see the score here.
Score here, okay.
Yeah, score is mean way to evaluate the and then we will get a CSV file, and because it is a test one results, we can say no. It is a test 3 results. Do you remember test 3 we have lots of zero? Yeah. And if we have zero, the CSV is tell us it is divided zero into 2 groups, like this one. Some of them they divided into the 1, and some of them divided into the -1. Yeah, it is a model 2, working pattern 2 to divide those two, and it is still not finished. If it finished, and for the I guess this one for the work pattern 3, the PNG file is the same, and the CSV will tell us the classification errors. Maybe I can show in this file. I guess this one is the I guess this one is the work modern. Oh, it is also work modern 2. Maybe we can see the codes now. Here. It is the code of SVM. It's not much longer. It's just 200 lines. First part is just some import. And this is the kernel nest is linear poly, as I just said.
Very good.
And just those something is just to you use the codes have all the writer in those imports, and here is just we input data in this way to input those data, and also we can change in this here, but it's much more more complex. So I just I never use it to use them. I think for the commander CMD commander is a more convenient way to use the SVM, because we need to change those one by one. In command way, we just create a field like this. It is much easier for change, I think. Also, if we want to input the where is it to input the I forget how to input the data, but it is really more complex way to use the data like this. We just to use the CMD is okay.
Input data, I think it is also like x equals to input first bracket and first bracket closed, just like the simple code.
I think it's this line, but yeah, they write here the field name. We needed to change this. We needed to change the this and the field name, and The read
Mm-hmm.
the read
Yes,
XLS is means input the Excel files.
Excel file. Excel
Yeah,
files.
yeah,
Okay. So
yeah.
I think we don't need to tamper with the code entirely, just the sheet names and the file names. That will be all.
I think we just know how to use the data is okay. So I always use the
Yeah.
command windows like this. And it also gives much information, the scores here. Everyone it will
Mm-hmm.
give a score like here and here. And at last, it just give us the best score. It will search all the scores and it will give the best one here at the last at the last of the last run, because we run a code like sorry like this to give us the best run of the model. We can change it. I can change this to make it show
Yeah,
in English.
that's fine.
Uh,
That's okay. That's not good at all. That's okay. That's fine. Okay, so this is the overall thing. And another thing, would you please try with making the making the linear part to polynomial in the notepad? Because sometimes I think for the missing data, I think taking a polynomial would be much easier. Like in the notepad, you have given like 0. I think it would be better if we write 1 or 2. I think it was. What was the index in the
1, 2 will in fact not, because we can say our data is almost much more
linear?
is we because of most of the number will not be 0. So yes, it's true that 0 will affect it, but if you give any kinds of the data, it will invalidate it. If we have enough data, the best way is just we delete the missing value.
Hmm. We yes, we need to delete the missing values, and after deleting those, I think we can estimate more of a 3-order polynomial for commencing the error. I mean, it will give much more higher score. I think. I'm not sure about it though, because I
Uh,
think so.
for the training group of data, I think we the best way is we delete the missing value, but for
Hmm.
the for any algorithm will have a training data and uh, learning data. Training data is we train the machine, and
Hmm.
then we use the machine to divide the learning data. It means
Hmm.
such as zero groups. I showed before, such as zero kinds. So
Hmm.
I think the great way is to make sure the training data is a best have a best accuracy. It will have not so missing value. You can say in Chinaman data is great. It has no such the missing value. It is this is the data I do last week. It is from Chapman's data. The one is means NASA, and the minus one is means the Changtang twin. I just choose some
Hmm.
parts of them.
Now, for coming to the question of the location, I mean, for our cases, like we have to classify based upon locations that will be required in our cases. So, should we just plan to do it between any two types of data, like we classify them like as the location 1 and location 2, or we can correspondingly or simultaneously classify the locations and then come to the decision like which location has a outlier of data?
Uh, I think we can do one by one, such as
one by one.
I'm doing it one by one now because the whole data is huge. So you know, just I run the Changtang and the Twin. I run about 30 minutes. It haven't give me the best score. So when also our data, our codes have one warnings. If any kinds of the data, such as the one group of data, if it will less than 10 rows of data, it will also give you a error warning, because we think the 10 is a much small data, so each group of data must larger than 10 rows.
Naturally, yeah. Okay. Okay.
And I think here is just what I want to say about SVM.
Shows this course, I think. Accuracy, precision. Fine.
Do you have any questions?
Not now, because I am also kind of learning this thing. This is a little bit complex for me as well. So
okay, how about Mendo? Hello, are you here?
I also have to learn.
Okay. So Mendo, I have next week on Monday or Tuesday we will also have a group meeting, because next week we will need to do a presentation in Wednesday evening. So I think could you make to introduce the, as I said today, could you do introduce of your paper, the arrangement of paperwork in the group meetings? Hello.
yes, I am here. I think you're talking with her.
Okay, it's fine. I will connect her.
Okay, I'll convey the message.
Today I have to present this.
That's better if you can do a presentation in group meeting. And do you want to do, anyone who wanted to do the week presentation in this next Wednesday evening?
Okay, next Wednesday.
You mean you do the presentation in Wednesday?
I think it's better if I can present, if you don't mind.
It's okay for, it's both okay for me, but if you wanted to do that, I will let you to do the presentation, because I think the more presentation will be more confident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
And,
okay. Then I will create the presentation for this Wednesday. Don't worry.
the next Wednesday. Yeah. Oh, it's okay. Thank you. And here, and I also have one thing to to say, because today Mendo let me to download some papers, but I find some papers is about sedimentary rocks, not the igneous rocks. I look some papers, because it gives some data is about the detrital rock and some sediments, trace or major elements data. So do you encounter of some data that is not the igneous one, but the sediments one? Hello?
Yeah,
Are you
okay.
talking to me or her? Oh, okay, her. I'm confused actually.
Yes. I also find this quite problem today, because I find some data is not igneous, but it is sediments data. So because we need to in this project we just need the from this moment we just need igneous data, not sediments rocks data. So I think maybe maybe we can pay attention to this these problems later.
Okay, so I have not to check those data, right?
Yes, if you see it in paper or just the title, you can just make Excel or put those papers into one document, and then tell us in the Slack group chatting. We need to pay attention of these problems.
Okay.
Okay. So
And can you mention it clearly in Slack once again?
sorry, you mean
Can
to
you mention it once again in Slack clearly?
I mean you just to put the sediments papers. If the paper is about sediments, you can put them in a document in the Netstone, and you can also make an Excel. And then you need to tell us in the Slack group chatting to remind us of those questions.
Okay.
Okay. If we do the next several machine learning work, such as the cluster analysis, the sediments data will have a greater impact on those codes, those machine learning algorithms. So we needed to make the data more suitable for the machine learning, and it is we do the data cleaning job. It is the meaning of why we do data cleaning job. So I think we can end our meeting now.
Fine then. Okay, then we can continue with our works and also the learning of this algorithm.
Yeah.
Fine then. Then we will have a meeting on, I think, on Tuesday.
I think it's okay on Tuesday.
Tuesday
Because
and also a presentation on Wednesday.
yeah, presentation on Wednesday. On
Mhm,
Wednesday
fine.
evening.
Okay, I may be needing some of your helps on this particular algorithm part because I am not sure of many things. So I will be contacting you through Slack. Fine.
Okay. And if you you can try to run the codes like this as you those days.
Mm.
You can just run the test one and the test three files for just a way that your computers can run it well, and then we can do our data.
So you want me to check the geolog data, right? I mean, through the SVM, right?
Yeah, we can do it both Chairman and GeoRock.
Yeah. Fine. Then I will try. I will give it a try by tomorrow. Okay, because I have to learn a few things about this. So if you don't mind, then I will be doing this by tomorrow. Checking the data because also some data are missing and some papers are also not there in the nut store, which I will be requiring from you. So it's fine. I will try this by tomorrow.
Yes. If you have any questions, you can just put it in the group chat in Slack. I remember when I first run the SVM, I meeting several problems.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you can just speak it out in
In a group. Fine.
a group. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Fine. Then call it a day for today. Thank you.
So I have ended the meeting and good night.
Good night to you as well. Thank you.
Yeah.
Good night.
Good night. Keep your hands.